Hey, this is Rocket City RVer. Sometimes your projects kind of morph into, you start one project and it becomes 2 or 3 or all kinds of things like that. But the last video I put out, I was pretty successful in getting my Furrion 12 volt compressor refrigerator installed in my travel trailer, and there's no problem with that. But starting reading on the forums about this particular refrigerator, there were some people who had somewhat complained that on rough roads, which we've all been on those, the doors pop open and their stuff falls out into the floor of their trailer. And some of the other refrigerators actually have little locks that prevent that. So started doing a little research, and this is what I found out. So what I discovered was that there is no lock on the Furrion. The Everchill has one, and I think the GE 12 volt refrigerator actually has a travel lock, but the Furrion doesn't have one. And also Furrion doesn't make one, so kind of a little bit of a problem there, right? So little bit of research. Looking at eTrailer, one of their technicians suggested to their customers who had bought a Furrion 12 volt refrigerator, try installing an Everchill refrigerator lock on the Furrion. And so I looked at the lock that they had online there. They actually had two, one for a GE and one for the Everchill. The Everchill actually had rubber on the bars that come around to the front of the refrigerator to hold it shut. Like that one better, so I ordered it, and today I actually put it on, and it works. It actually works pretty well. Turn my headlight here so I can get some light. So this is an Everchill refrigerator lock, and it fits perfectly if you install it very carefully. And I took my time to do that, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So the first thing I did was I set the large part of the brad is on the top. These screw holes are in line with these screw holes, and these screws that I have in here are 1/2 inch stainless steel sheet metal screws. I didn't want to go any deeper than 1/2 inch, and I had to very, very carefully drill those holes. But before I drilled the holes, I actually put this on here with some 3M automotive tape so that I could make sure that it was positioned properly so that it would work. And then I drilled the holes and put the screws in there. I actually painted the heads of those screws so it would be black and it would actually look nice. So anyway, as you can see, look, it's in line with this piece over here, and it's all the way to this piece of trim. It literally butts up against that piece of trim right there. And with the large side on, I don't think it really matters, but here's why I think you got to be careful in putting that on there, is because there's a very little bit of space right there. There's very little bit of space, and then when you come down here, you can see that, get out of the way here, you can see that there's just a little bit of space for that to work, but it does. But it actually works. Plenty of clearance, doesn't rub or anything. So anyway, now I have an Everchill refrigerator lock on my Furrion 12 volt refrigerator. And if you're careful when you install that, it will work just as good as mine. As you can see, one finger over and it's out of the way, and that's what you get. So anyway, this is hopefully, turn my headlight off. So hopefully that was helpful to people. In case you want to put one of these refrigerator locks on your Furrion 12 volt refrigerator, the Everchill version that eTrailer sells will work if you do it just kind of like I just did it. And be careful drilling in that front of that refrigerator too. Make sure you're very, very careful, because there's no way of knowing where the cooling coils are behind that front panel, and never like to drill in a blind hole. So anyway, be careful. Hopefully this was helpful to you. This is Rocket City RVer.